Hello, how are you today? I was like, oh, my camera's a little not adjusted. Hi, welcome to the Entity Experiment. I'm excited about today because I've had this perception and that things have been changing kind of globally. Not, the virus happened and then we, if I could put it this way, it seems to me like it's like the earth itself and all of us have shifted into this different energetic field, for lack of a better description. But what's really cool about that is, so in access consciousness we have destroying and uncreating all of your reference points, because what happens is if we if we have reference points for something, then it doesn't allow it to change and become something greater. So if we looked at what was happening on the earth right now as something that's maybe shaking us out of our reference points, like the ease of travel, or being so busy we can't stop and read, or whatever it is for you, right? It's like noticing that those reference points, those ways that we've been handling things, aren't really working anymore. There's no place for them even anymore. So what's cool about that is if you let go of your reference points, then a whole new possibility opens up. So what do you think that actually might be creating right now with entities and the earth? And I'm really excited about this episode because we're moving now more into the entity experiment part. I gave you guys a lot of information of stuff that I've learned over time. But again, if you look at that, you could say, well, those are kind of reference points. They're things that I learned, but it didn't, maybe things have changed. That's funny. We just got a tremor from an earthquake. And I was like, the earth is changing even as we speak. And it's really cool because this is the conversation that we're here. To me, that's just the earth saying hello. So I'm wondering what else is really possible now with the earth, with entities, with other beings in our lives, our team members, whatever they are, right? So great news, if you're somebody who's never tapped into entities before, it's a blank slate anyway. And great news for those of you who have tapped into entities before or had some awareness, you probably have noticed things seem different. Maybe you couldn't explain why they seem different. And wow, that's really cool. I just got another tremor. I don't know why I think that's really cool. I think because I'm talking about the earth and entities and how things are changing, and then I'm getting aftershocks. Or maybe these are the beginning ones. I don't know. Anyway, squirrel. If you don't know me already, I can get taken off track a little bit, but I always come back. So let's experiment today. How much fun can we have experimenting today with, let's just destroy and uncreate everywhere where you have a point of view about what entities were for you before, what you thought they were, what you defined them as, what you saw them as, what you perceived them as, what you thought their jobs were, all of that. We just destroy and uncreate all that times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, pot, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So that's the clearing statement. It's an access consciousness tool, and it really just kind of hits the delete button so we can start with that blank slate I'm talking about. And you can find out more about that at theclearingstatement.com. Dr. Ding does a brilliant job of explaining all about it. And yeah, so entities, perceiving entities from this different space, because things are different. So, how do we perceive entities from this space now? Let's just play with that. So, go ahead and close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But if you're somewhere where you can, just pause, sit down on a bench or a rock or a seat, a chair. Awesome. And I want you to just expand your zone of awareness. Allow yourself to expand your zone of awareness to include the room that you're in or the general area around you. Now expand your zone of awareness to include the trees, the earth, the grass, the flowers nearby. Say hello to the earth. Maybe even say hello to your body, right? We want to include the body in the exercise. This isn't about us leaving the body. Let's include the body. You are everywhere. So you're expanding your zone of awareness allows you to perceive things beyond what you could see with your physical eyes in this 10 seconds, right? So if you opened your eyes, you could see certain things. Now closing your eyes, expand out to include maybe just the general neighborhood or area that you're in right now. And if you had no reference points and no idea about how it was going to show up, would you be willing to now invite your team, your spiritual guides, the ones that are there with you and for you, to come into your zone of awareness? And then just perceive how that's happening for you. Not with any objective or point of view. It's just allowing it to happen how it happens for you. You might see them, you might feel them, you might hear them. There just might be a knowing that they're there, right? But however they show up for you is perfect for you. And now, let's just imagine that one of them has a gift for you. Again, let go of the points of view or the objectives, that you know what that gift is, and just let that gift be there now. It may be something you can see or a feeling. You might just suddenly feel warm and tingly, or you might just feel a bubbling up of joy, of happiness, of gratitude. You might visualize or see some sort of trinket or actual gift that they are trying to gift you. And let go of needing to figure it out. Like, you don't need to figure it out. Just know that there is a gift. Whether you can see it or perceive it or not, that does not matter. Would you now be willing to receive the gift, whatever the gift is? And you may have an awareness of it today. You may have an awareness of it in a week. Cool. And for those of you whose walls and barriers just started to go up, can you bring your walls and barriers down, even the ones you don't know about? You're safe here. This is your team. This is the spiritual guides that have your back. So any gift that they give you is a gift. And then thank that being for the contribution. Whatever that contribution was, known or unknown, whether you actually know what it was or not, does not matter. But thank them for gifting to you, for contributing to you. Because they do desire to contribute to you so much. But all we have to do is put our barriers down and be willing to receive. Receive that. And then perhaps expand your zone of awareness. Thank them. Be grateful for the gift. And then expand your zone of awareness to include the earth keepers, the earth beings, the light beings, and even entities, even ghosts and demons if they're there, right? But even if you had some sort of idea of what that perception was in the past, go ahead and let that go now. And how do you perceive them today? How do they show up for you today? What are you aware of today? Without reference points, without any idea of what that was before. Beautiful. And again, it may be a visual thing for you, it may be a feeling, it may be sensations in your body. Whatever it is perfect for you. Awesome. And just thank the beings that made themselves known to you today. In whatever way that they came, in whatever way that they actualized. And take a couple of deep breaths and allow yourself to slowly bring your awareness back. You can open your eyes. Thank you for going on that little journey and adventure with me. It's really that easy. It just takes a couple of minutes to just pause and see what you perceive. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, beings. Thank you, Venus. Awesome. Right? And I'll just share this for me. Like, I used to be really, really visual. Like, I could see so much. And since this shift, I'm not seeing with my spiritual eye, I'm not seeing entities as much. I mean, I still can to some degree, um, but not, yeah, it's just not the same, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's where we often go. We often go to something's wrong. It shouldn't be this way. There should be something different going on here. um, because we have those reference points. But if we let the reference points go and we let go of what we think it should be, or even based on what somebody else experiences, this isn't about what anybody else experiences with entities. This is about your experience with entities and how they show up for you and how you can use that information to your advantage, right? But it's not about you learning to see them or wishing you could hear them, right? Because they're going to show up however it works for you. And with this new shift, they're probably going to show up differently. So, like I was saying, for me, I used to be very visual, and now there's a calm and a knowing more. I think for a long time, I needed to see them to know that they were there. And now I don't need to see them to know that, right? Um, and there are times that I still see them, and definitely I work with them, and I received a gift today too. So how cool is that? How does it get better? So thank you for that. Thank you for those that participated now and in the future. What else is really possible now? That takes this whole thing to a whole new level. So please, if you like these videos, please hit subscribe, like them, comment. All of that helps these keep going. Me know that people are out there and really are enjoying them and getting something out of them. I really also love questions. So if you ever have questions or you have an idea of what you'd like one of the experiments to be about and please let me know that. I do know that coming up soon, I'm going to be doing some, because I have to have 1,000 followers on YouTube before I can do live stream videos while I'm outside. I'm probably going to do some live stream videos on my Venus Castleberg CF page on Facebook, and then I will upload them here. So you'll still get them. They just may not be live here because of that. And hey, if you like what I'm doing and you want me to get to 1,000 so I can do these live everywhere I go, awesome. Then just share it and pass it on and tell your friends about it. So again, super, super grateful for you being here and for playing with me. How much fun can we have now? Have an amazing day.